Hi, welcome back, it's Susan. I got it into my head I wanted to make this kind of a card, so this is what I've done. Cut a square out with a fancy edge die, cut a circle out of the centre, and then with the next nesting die up, I've cut a frame out. And like my last video, I used that Nouveau Mousse to go around that frame a couple of times in that gold. Now I wanted to do this kind of a look on a card. You can buy these dies, but I haven't got one, so the next best thing is make your own. So I've cut a die out, and this is just a backing that I'd done with some Pixie powders and Nouveau Shimmer powders, just spritzed them with water. So I'm going to use a bit of that as my backing. Now, I'm just going to position this die. Yeah, I like that position. So I'm going to snip the excess off and just glue on that rim the die down. I'm sure you've seen these dies that's got these edges. Well, they are nice, but I haven't got one, so this is my take on it. And that does look lovely. So I'm going to build this up. This is a piece of acetate, just what I've got with the stamp set, but I took off. I've cleaned it with some alcohol liquid, putting some red liner onto my card, and then it will hold that die cut down a little bit better as well. And it doesn't matter if your tape doesn't fit all of your acetate, because it's not going to be shown. And it's easier to do it that way than to look at a piece of clear acetate. So taking them backings off, and then I'm going to lay that acetate over. So you can see that window there. So next, I'm going to put some sequins in the centre that's going to coordinate with that backing colours. These sequins I got a few years ago from the range in the UK. They do have some beautiful crafting stuff in the range, and they're really cheap. So this is foam tape, double-sided foam tape. Just going round the edge. Usually people would go round the aperture with your foam tape, but I thought I'm going to try and do it an easier way than go round a circle, keep faffing about. So this is my easy way to do it. And with an anti-static tool as well, I'm going to take that backing off. And then I'm going to dust with my anti-static tool just on the inside and just on that edge on the inside to try and minimise the stick of the sequins. Now, the only thing I've found with these sequins is that they do tend to stick together rather a lot, so you have got to sort of manipulate them a little bit more. Ideally, if I'd have had any gold ones, I'd have stuck some gold ones in as well, because there's that gold accent into the backing. But I'm just going with what I've got. And these Pixie powders and Nouveau powders, they just like squirt onto your cardstock. Spray them with just water, and it's like magic. It does its thing. It's really great. And just let it dry natural, and you get some really nice effects with it. and they absolutely last for, years. Absolutely value for money. So popping that over, giving that a shake. I can see where I've taped that circle down, that I've got a little bit of sticky on the outer. So with that eraser, that's just a glue eraser, it comes straight off, no marks. So I'm going to put that frame that I've made onto the top, just with glue. And I've only cut that out once. Usually I would cut it out twice and layer it up, but I'm just doing it the once. So on this backing now, I do need some foam to raise it up. But I've bought some new foam thinking it was double-sided because of the thickness. I wanted a different thickness, the width. And it wasn't when I opened the packet. I'd bought a single-sided. So this is me doing the first piece thinking, oh, well, I'll just put some glue on the back. But it's not going to work that way. So what I'm going to do is just take that backing off on the other three, and I'll put some different glue on the underside. I can still use it, but obviously it's not what I thought I was buying. So just cutting that to fit. Taking that other piece off. So I've decided I'm going to use Kalal all-purpose glue to stick that down, because that will have no problem at all in gluing. Once it's dry, it is dry. So placing that onto my base card. I'm ready to do a sentiment. Oh, let me just say thank you so much for the new people that have subscribed, left me a message. I'm absolutely over the moon. It's fantastic. I'm trying to build this channel up so much so I can bring more content to you. Just thank you. And I will answer your messages. So if there's any new ones watching, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. So just running that sentiment through the die cutting machine to pop on the front, and that snowflakes are winter's kisses. And I'm just going to put a line on just the top and the side, and then the opposite on the bottom and the side with a chrome marker. This is a gold marker. I'm going to put a foam pad on that as well. having a look to get it straight. So that's another card idea for you. I hope you've liked it. I'm just going to put a couple of gems on those snowflakes. So like I say, I hope you've liked it. I hope it gives you a little idea, a little insight into what's going on in my head. Have a look in your stash. Use what you've got and adapt it if you can. Just like I've adapted that die to do the effect I wanted. And I'll see you again very soon with another idea.